Well, I'm back. I got 3 tank tops I'm gonna upcycle. For this sage green one, I'm gonna cut down the middle and have it be like an open front cardigan thing. I don't know what they call them. There's the detailing there. It's really cute tank tops. And then I have this white one. The white one, I'm actually gonna cut it down the middle in the back and then put bows on it and take that in. And then this black one, I'm just gonna keep it simple and just take it in at the sides. Pretty easy. So here's the start. I'm gonna cut right down the back middle seam there, and that's the ribbon I am gonna use that I got for super cheap at the Dollar Tree. And then we are gonna take in the sides too, so that's just me marking it with a piece of Taylor chalk. Just get that kind of chalk, don't use the regular kind. It makes your life so much easier. So then what I'll do is I will fold it over and then just cut it down the sides just so it's more symmetrical using my rotary cutter there, as you can see. And rotary cutters are so easy to use. I highly recommend them. Highly recommend them. The Fiskars ones are the best. And there's the middle seam. So I'm just gonna fold that at the middle like that and just cut right down. I also like to use this T-square. Yes, it's actually for like drafting, for like drawing drafting, but works really well if you need a straight line with rotary cutting and you're new. So also great. Now for this, I'll be using a zigzag stitch, switching my length to a 2, and then the width of the stitch, I will also be making that at about like a 2.5, because I couldn't decide between a 2 or a 3. So mistake time. I have a bird's nest, and the mistake I made is that I did not change my needle. That is a size 90 needle. I need probably about a 70, because it's pretty thin, flimsy material. So mistake number 1, don't do what I do, or what I did. Just don't do it. Change your needles. All right, so I have a heavy duty Singer, so I'm gonna remove, actually I should probably lift this up a little bit. Take that out, which I think that just fell in there. Yes, it did. There it is, right there. And out of there. And then in this little area here is where I keep all of my needles. And these are what I need right here. Number 70. That's what I need. Always be organized about your needles. It's super important. I almost made another mistake. When you're dealing with apparel fabrics, you want to use a ballpoint needle. That one was universal, so you can get away with universal, but if you have a ballpoint, you should use it. So I'm going to use the ballpoint 70 size. So I did it again. Whenever I get to like the banding part is when it like does that, because it gets like stuck under there and it doesn't like feed through the teeth. So it's frustrating. And I found out why. I can't get this to focus, but it's because of the tension was set at 0. So also set your tension. Probably gonna set it to like a 4. You live and you learn. First side is done. It's kind of hard to see because I only have one hand, but it looks good. It looks really good. I'm excited to try it on. See how it turns out. Okay, so I'm gonna hem up the sides and I'm gonna roll it as I go, which I haven't done before. Or hem up the sides of the middle, I should say, is what I'm gonna be doing. So we'll see how it turns out. And I'm gonna change the stitch to a straight stitch. Wish me luck. And here it is almost done. So in hindsight, I probably should have just not trimmed the sides and just left the middle, and that way I could have adjusted the ties for when I make the bows. Also, cut off your corners on seams like that. If you see something like that, cut off that corner right there. So here are the bows. I should have sewed on, instead of sewing it on the bow part, I probably should have sewed it on like the tie part, if that makes sense. But whatever, it's done. And it's kind of cute. It's not bad. Like I said, it's a little small for me, so I probably won't wear it. But, you know, being an hourglass figure, it's kind of hard to find clothes that suit your hourglass figure, which is part of the reason why I wanted to customize. But it's cute. I like it. And here I are with the green shirt. We're just going to cut it right down the middle with just some regular fabric shears. So I don't have any greens that match this green, although it looks like a gray, but it's actually like a sage green color. So when in doubt, what you can do is use like a white or a different color, and then use like this stitch here, and that gives it like a design and a pattern on there. That is one option that you can use, and I think I'm gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it, guys. This could go terribly wrong. Let's try it. So I think I'm gonna go with this thread color, nice red violet over the sage green. It's kind of like two old lady colors, and I'm kind of here for the granny core. Okay, so maybe I can get this into focus here. So you look at this row of circles here. This is gonna be how you're gonna be able to, because I'm not pinning my hem when I'm hemming the sides here for this shirt. So you're not gonna want it, so try to look, maybe I can make it happen here, but see, you're gonna wanna try to keep this, you don't want it to go past the circle, see, because now you can't see it. So you wanna do your best to keep it on this side, and that can be your guide. Or if you wanna do that and put it over the circles, that's fine, but then you're not gonna be able, you might lose, it might not be the right length. So I'm gonna try my best to keep it free and clear there. So keep that in mind. So I'm just gonna call this a crescent stitch or a scallop stitch. I'm not quite sure what it would be called. But I'm gonna change my length to like a 3, change my width to a 3, and then my tension, I'm just gonna keep that at a 5. Mistake number 1, not sure, you can kind of see how it's wanting to curve. Definitely should have practiced first to see what kind of stitch and length it needs so it looks more like that. So don't be like me. I got my scrap for my white piece and I am gonna practice on this. Okay, so I played around with some of them. I feel like this one is my favorite. But here's one, this is where it looks more accurate, but you really gotta deal with the speed, and I don't want it to look, like crap. So I'm not sure how I wanna go with it, but I think I'm just gonna go for it and just see what happens, We're just gonna see what happens. How did it go? You tell me. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, the scallop stitch is hard. You have to have a steady hand. But you know what? It got a lot better as I went up until I got to right about here. So, practice. But you know what? Who cares? These are just some cheap shirts to practice on. That's the whole reason why I got them. I got another bird's nest again. Listen, if you're new at sewing, this happens to everybody, especially in the beginning. I don't know what the deal was. I just had to rethread it. So hopefully it will still be okay. A lot of lessons learned there. So with the black shirt, just keeping it simple. We're just gonna tailor up the side. And I gave it about an extra couple inches, not like what I did with the white shirt. And I think that was wise. So here we are just sewing it up. My hair's getting frizzier and frizzier as this goes on. Oh, the lighting is terrible. Okay, so I have it done. And yes, the stitching on the side is just terrible. It really is awful, but you know what? We're just practicing, really. I mean, that's why we sew. Get the craftiness, the creative flow that like bottles up inside you. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel about it anyway. Yeah, with scalloping, you really have to like have a steady, even tension with it, which I had just a hard time with that. But I think with the right practice, you can get good, and it is a really cool stitch. And then what you can also do is like cut around that so it gives it like a nice scalloped look. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm lazy. So this is how it looks. And I'm sorry if you hear my kids bouncing around upstairs, but this is it. This is how it looks. So it's pretty not bad. I mean, and you can't really even see this. I mean, I guess you could see the stitching because it's going to be opening up. But hey, you know what? It's whatever, and who cares? And it would be great, like, for when I work, I wear an apron at work, so this would be kind of perfect for that too. But yeah, not bad. Not bad. I would recommend not doing a scallop stitch, and I would recommend just getting a thread that matches. But I was lazy and wanted to be different, and so I was. But yeah. So, and you can see you also want to do a rolled hem because you can see how this is frayed, and this just wants to hang open like that. So I don't know, if you make the same mistake I did, what I would do is I would just take your rotary cutter or whatever and just slice this whole thin part off right there. and then just do it again. So I might do that, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it. I might fix it and get matching thread. I don't know, but I really like this idea, this concept of turning a tank top into whatever, a cardigan. I don't know what they call these things, but they're cute. And I dig it. I don't hate it. So yeah, there you go. And here is the black tank top. This one turned out to be my favorite. I really love how this one turned out. It's very simple, it's very fitted, and again, I have an hourglass figure, and it's really hard. It's like they don't make clothing for people who have an hourglass figure. So I don't know, there you have it. I'm here for the hourglass figure girlies. And then after I was done recording, I found another super cute way to style the green one. So sorry, it's in my bathroom. It's messy.